Happy Monday, guys! Did you know that Kresley Cole's new Arcana Rising book comes out today? Because I haven't counted down to a book in a really long time. And you know why I'm in love with these books? Because, quite frankly, I shouldn't like them. I didn't really like Poison Princess, but the next book got me hooked for one reason: the love triangle. Now, you guys know that I hate love triangles. I hate them more than most things in this world. I think that they're one of the reasons that YA is so bad sometimes. But Kresley Cole has managed to craft a love triangle that subverted all my expectations, and I'm literally into reading the series just to find out where this love triangle goes. So in honor of that being released today, I am doing my other top 5 books that have love triangles that don't suck. I will not be spoiling any of these books, so you don't have to worry about that, but I am just gonna tell you, a little bit about why they're good with a non-spoilery twist. So these are in no particular order, but I always have to start off with Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Masse. I was worried going into this book, but just this first book, in terms of the romance, does so many amazing things about how you can love multiple people, how you can think you're falling for multiple people, but also how to stay true to yourself. And that is one of the great things about this book. I think that this romance is second only to the romance that Sarah wrote in her Court of Thorns and Roses series, but that is not a love triangle, as I once did a video on, so that will not be in this video. Secondly, I have to talk about Cassandra Clare's Infernal Devices series. This starts off with Clockwork Angel, and there's Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. There's 3 books. This is like a Victorian-esque prequel to her Mortal Instruments series. And Cassandra Clare wrote this book because Holly Black said that there were no good love triangles in the world. And Cassandra Clare said, I am going to fight that. And she did. And while I think that the love triangle later on kind of cops out of the whole interesting love triangle things that can be done if done well, I really do think that it was just really respectful, and there was no fighting with this love triangle. There was no, oh my, like, he's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. It was just like, well, girl who had such respect and love for 2 boys and makes a choice and things happen, and it just feels like a natural love that just is really between all 3 of them. Even the 2 guys really respect each other and respect each other's relationship with her, and that was just really nice to read. The Bandia series by Talia Vance is a really, really not well-known series, but it's one that I love the love triangle in because of the same reasons as the Arcana Chronicles. Because the book is a duology, there's silver and then gold, and in silver she sets up one pair and you think, oh, this has got to be the guy that she chooses, because in love triangles, let's be real, even from the first time everybody meets, you know which boy she's going to choose. It really isn't that much of a stretch most of the time. But with the Bandia series, you think she's being set up with this one guy, and it turns out by the time you hit gold that everything just gets turned around and crazy, and all these things come out that, it really complicates who a person is and what love is and how we show love for people and just how we can learn to love people. So I really love that about that series, and it just didn't end in a way that I expected and was just great. Also, when discussing love triangles, I always have to mention A Girl with Fire and Thorns by Carson. This was her debut series, and just the first book, A Girl with Fire and Thorns, sets up this love triangle, and you're like, alright, and now for the rest of the trilogy, we'll be doing, this is gonna happen, and he's gonna, and right? You have your YA expectations there. And by the end of the first book, Carson goes, I know you have expectations, but let me blow them all up. And every single thing that I thought would happen in the rest of the series literally is just like shattered. There is no chance of any of those things happening because of the way the book ends. And of course I can't tell you, but I read the last couple of pages of A Girl of Fire and Thorns, shut the book, and just went, what? So unexpected, so good, so well done, and set up a rest of a series that I just had to read because I never knew what to expect. And of course the core of that is what she does with the love triangle that she sets up, and it's just beautiful. The last book on this list is the only one that the series isn't done, and so I can't say for certainty, oh yeah, this was done really well, but it is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I know that this has mixed reviews and some people thought it was really predictable, but for me, the way that the love triangle was created was interesting enough to really excite me and make me really love this book. I thought that the way that the two love interests were constructed, the way that, you know, you might love this person, but maybe you have to learn to love someone else for these reasons, and how sometimes you can't follow your heart and the decisions that you want to make. And then in the end, having all that just like turned on its head. I thought that that was really well done. And so I like this book, and I have not read Glass Sword yet, but hopefully that will be coming soon, and we'll see if this opinion still holds. But as Red Queen stands, that's how I feel about the love triangle in this one. So there you have it, guys. My, well, I guess 6 favorite love triangles that I can read and not want to immediately gorge my eyes out. It is really hard for me to like any kind of romance in YA because it's all so trite these days. But if, you know, you want to read a love triangle that's done well, maybe not perfectly, but well, those are always my top 5 choices. And I can't wait to actually get a hold of Kresley Cole's new book today and see what she's doing with this story, because I think the series is supposed to be 6. We're on book 3 coming out, and I'm just really impressed by how invested I am in this. It's the first time I've ever wanted to be team somebody, and the girl isn't making the choices that I think she should be making or would make via cliche. If you have any suggestions from books with love triangles that don't suck, please let me know down in the comments. There are definitely books that I've seen but haven't read or refuse to read because I see a love triangle and my eyes just glaze over and I run away screaming. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, and if there's some books that I should check out, and let's share. Let's find more love triangles that don't suck if we must have them at all. Thanks guys. Bye.